Okay, ladies, let's take a few minutes to think about, to talk about, and to realize what our husbands do want and what our husbands do not want. Now, if I've gotten this right, you are married to an alpha male, chances are you're an alpha female, your own definition of it. Alpha males want us to be gentle with them. Alpha females most times want to feel soft, gentle, and protected by their alpha male, right? We know we have had those moments where it's like, oh my gosh, it felt so good. It felt so right. I just felt so protected, so soft, so gentle, so little. The way that I see it and the way that I feel it is just feeling so little. I don't know if that's because I've battled weight my whole life. I always thought I should have been 2 or 4 or 6 sizes smaller than I am, or was, or have been, or will be. I don't know. Shit changes all the damn time. But when I can feel super little within my husband's being and within his presence and within his arms, there is something about it that not only allows me to feel protected, but allows him to feel as the protector. And that is what our husbands crave. Our husbands crave that. Now, I don't know if you were to go and just ask him directly, is this what you want? I don't know. But I'm pretty much can guarantee you that if you display it and you bring that out, that they're going to enjoy that. It's their way of knowing that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, like that intrinsic value that they have of knowing that they are their wives, husbands, and that we are the only version of ourselves that we are with him. We are not that version anywhere else in the world. Our husbands want us to let our guard down and be sensitive, be soft, be that purest version of us. Think about how we feel when our husbands say, my precious little girl, my precious baby girl, my precious little wife, my sweet girl, my sweet wife. Think about that. Like, how does that actually feel? And when it's only our husbands who see us that way, and we are out there fighting the world or fighting the good fight in the world, what does that feel like? In life, as a mom, in our jobs, in our careers, in our businesses, we have to be tough, right? We have to make hard decisions. We have to be fast. We have to be resilient. And how do we, again, have that release? As we mentioned in that last video, the stronger that you are, the more powerful that you are, the stronger of a counterbalance that you usually want. And that's something that our husbands desire, is to be that for us. And when we can create that environment for them to be strong and to be powerful, and for us to be, as some people would call it, submissive, the feeling that it creates for them is more powerful, and it continues to fester, it continues to grow. So the more that we can tap into that with our husbands, the more that we can surrender to them, the more that we can be quote unquote submissive to them and strong, right? Like in our day-to-day interactions with my husband and I'm not some person that just says yes to everything. Probably the farthest from that. In fact, that was one of the first questions my husband asked me was, could you say no to me? And I can for damn sure say no, and I can for damn sure be powerful. But when it comes to him, and in those moments when I can be that messiest version of myself and have full forgiveness because he knows that I am 100% his to take care of, emotionally, physically, everything. I'm not talking about money and all that bullshit, all those like quote unquote worldly things. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about the relationship with you. When he knows that that's who he has within me, not only does he become more powerful, but he has another level of trust. He will then just see me, and he does, because of that essence that we've created in our lives and in our relationships and within our intimacy and our sexual interactions. It's what our alpha male husbands want. It's what us alpha females most likely want. Maybe you're like, whoa, Tarna, this is absolutely not what I want. Totally cool. Totally fine. But I promise you, if you have experienced this, you probably know what I'm talking about. If you haven't experienced this, I encourage you to. It's going to take you stepping out into some new levels of your comfort zone. It's going to take you, or it's going to force you to explore maybe some unfamiliar territories. But I'm telling you, if you want your husband to do anything you want, this is how you do it. Surrender to him. Stroke that masculinity in him. He is your lion. You are his lioness. And when you know that he is backing you and has wild forgiveness for you because he knows you are his little wife, that little part of you that no one else sees, the softest version, the weakest version, the most vulnerable version, the most innocent version, when he knows that that's what he has, he's not going anywhere. And he will do anything that you want. Now, of course, don't use that in a bad way. Don't use that with ill intent, ever. When you use that in your healthy relationship, it's only going to get better. It's only going to get better. But I encourage you to surrender to your husband. Realize that he is your lion. You are his lioness, and you are there to take care of him. He will take care of you. The right ones will. The right ones will take care of you and look out for you at the same level in which you're looking out for him. But when we are always strong, always the powerful one, and not that soft one when it comes to yours and his interactions, it creates a different type of bond. It's not necessarily a bad bond, and there are times in relationships that maybe that's what is called for. But if you're in that position where you can be the softest version of you, the most gentle wife, and just have those interactions, just the two of you, I'm telling you, it's worth it. Go try it.